we move on with the group F. Morocco win the group. Croatia gets second. Belgium third, and Canada last. You know, the really the big game in this group that determined who's moving on alongside Morocco was that Belgium Croatia game. But real quick, talking about Morocco getting a 2-1 win over Canada. They played a team. Morocco, they needed a win to make sure that they won the group, barring that Croatia doesn't get multiple goals, wins over Belgium or something, or the other way around. They needed that win, and they got that win. I think they took advantage of mistakes, especially in that early set. The pressure was on Canada. Boyan, he made a mistake, and then they got caught the Canada back line lacking and got Enesiri behind a Canada defense that's very, very been tested throughout this tournament. And they gave up a goal late, even though they really dominated that entire half. It was extremely against the run of play. And then that second half, they just hold on. They were defensively solid. They broke on any times that they could break. But their first objective was just to be solid and don't allow spaces for Canada to attack in behind. And they were very, very solid in doing that and efficient of doing that. And they won the group, and they well deserved, because I thought honestly they were that better. They in that Morocco Croatia game in the first game. I thought it was fair, the 0-0 result, but I thought in terms of who played better football, it was Morocco. And, they got the win against Belgium. They took care of Canada. And for me, they were deserved winners of this group. They played very, very well throughout. And it's a shame for them that they win the group and their gift is playing Spain. But, that's just how it works.
Yeah, Morocco did
Real
their
quick on
job.
Morocco so we can move on to Croatia.
They took care of business. They got the 3 points, and they're gonna play Spain.
Okay, so Croatia, Belgium. It's a game Belgium needed to win. Croatia knew a draw would more than likely be good enough or would definitely be good enough for them. Belgium needed a win. Uh, Thoughts on the game and thoughts on how it went?
Well, I was wrong about Croatia feasting on Belgium, but I was right that Belgium could not. They just couldn't get the job done. I mean, they didn't play with the same urgency they played in the last 20 minutes. They should have played earlier, just a little bit earlier, and maybe, just maybe, they could have gotten that goal. But it's
I
just
don't know.
Lukaku.
I don't know about that. I mean, I thought they see. Okay, keep going.
It's just with the way they played in the last 20 minutes, De Bruyne was just getting through, creating chance after chance, and Lukaku, one chance, two chance, three chance. You just couldn't play in the back of the net. I just don't know what to say. I mean, his reaction at the end of the game says it all. He let down his country.
I'm not gonna go that far because he wasn't expected to even play this game. He was supposed to only be available in the knockout stages because of his injury. That's the only reason why he was on the squad, and because of emergency situations, he was available. So I'm not gonna go far till he let down his country, but it was very bad, the chances he missed, particularly the one he hit the post and that last one where literally all he has to do is chest it in and he doesn't realize the ball is coming. Which, to be fair, that should be a little. I'll give him not a pass, but like I sympathize with him because he does not know that ball is coming. Because Guardiola, who had an amazing game, by the way, blocked his vision. But you got, as a center forward, as a striker, you got to be able to sense that, and you got to be able to, sense that the ball is coming. So, yeah, it was not a good day for him. Very bad day. He had 3 chances he should have scored on. You know, it happened. It happened last Euros. He had a couple chances against Italy in that second half. Uh, just sometimes you got it in those moments that you need the clutch moment. Sometimes you just got it or you don't. And I'm afraid to say Lukaku doesn't. He really just doesn't. But as far as Belgium, I thought their performance was much better this game compared to their previous 2 games that they played this. Because I thought these other 2 games, they were completely, utterly dominant. This game, there was a little bit more sense of urgency, a little bit more, retaining possession. And they created a lot more chances this game that they created in the previous games. And I thought their back line was a bit more solid today. There was really like a 10-minute stretch in that second half that Croatia was really that applied so much pressure on them. They, got a lot of shots off Courtois, and Courtois kept them in it for those 10 minutes. But apart from that, it was even balanced game. And honestly, Belgium were the ones creating more the chances. Belgium were the ones finding space in behind Croatia's back line. And if it wasn't for a couple of last-ditch tackles from Guardiola, this could have easily went the other way, and Belgium could have won. But big picture, Belgium were not good enough this tournament. This golden generation is over. And I was hearing what Roberto Martinez said before the game, talking about how um this is a golden generation for Belgium, despite the fact that they didn't win a tournament because of what they did for Belgian football. And all these people saying it's a failure and all. I agree it was a failure in terms of this team, the players that they had, the quality they had throughout this team should have gotten a tournament. But I mean, when you hear how Roberto Martinez was talking about the infrastructure, the millions of people that they inspired, it is a small country. In terms of that, I think the golden generation, yes, was a success of being #1 in the FIFA rankings for that long and all that. But overall, I mean, you didn't get the job done. They didn't get that international trophy, and they really should have. Because in terms of quality, they deserved it in that 2018 year. France was not the better team than them. They should have won it that year, and it's really a pity. It's really a pity, and it's pretty sad that they didn't get a trophy.
It does. It sucks for them,
And they
but
and they
it's
had and they
just.
had no chance this year. No chance this
Oh
year.
no, no. But just see how they rebuild. It's going to be interesting.
That's that
Considering their
rebuild.
manager's done.
This is a really a
It's
golden generation. I don't think there's a rebuild coming soon. They're gonna have to wait like a while because it is a small country at the end of the day.
I know rebuilds take long. That's the point. It's going to take a while.
In terms of Morocco and Croatia, uh, anything you wanna add?
I think the mental toughness by Croatia not to concede, although the player that could have scored didn't get the job done. The mental toughness by Guardiola, who played a tremendous game. The midfield, who was still able to get as many chances as they could. I think this is a plus for Croatia. The fact that because they could have gone home, one goal and they were
They,
gone.
you could argue
So
they should have gone. They should have gone home.
they really, yeah, considering how much chances Belgium had, but
Yeah. And
just
I
the
think that
toughness
really,
to.
and I think that really that last 15, 20 minutes, I think that really epitomizes Belgium's golden generation. Just not able to get the ball over the line, not being able to get that trophy, not being able to cross the finish line, doing so much, playing such good football, inspiring so many people, but just not getting that right over the line. And seeing the chances that Lukaku missed, it really epitomizes them because they were right there and there. They just couldn't get that final touch. And I think that last 20 minutes for Belgium really epitomizes their golden generation as a whole.
Yeah.